the more the heaviness. And also I notice that every time I do good, for example, if I do something to the poor, I could feel as if I'm floating. So it is really true what is written in the Bible, that whatsoever you do to the less of my brethren, that you do unto me. And also I notice that the sins that I did not confess to a priest, it is too heavy. And we cannot deny anything because the screen is so big and very clear. And the pictures are also big. And below the pictures are written the day, the month, the date, and the year. For example, today, Monday, March 16, year 2009. And below that also written the hour, the minutes, and the seconds. So we cannot deny anything because even the seconds are recorded. Even the seconds are recorded. So we cannot deny anything. And in fact, he reviewed my film for 3 times. And after our long conversation, he tapped my shoulder. And as he was tapping my shoulder, he said to me, "You go back now because you have still so many things to do. You have still so many things to finish. If I have something for you, or if I have a message for you, I will just appear to you in your dreams." And after he said that, I was at the ICU of Chonghua Hospital. Suddenly, I got up. And when I got up, I could feel my body so light and my head so fresh that when I got up, I removed the oxygen from my nose. I personally removed the oxygen. And after removing the oxygen, there is a tube going down to my intestine. So I slowly removed the tube because it tickles me. And after removing the tube, I slowly removed the dextrose IV from my hand. And because there was a nurse who saw everything, and that she was so afraid that she ran away. In fact, the nurse said, one of the heel of her shoes was broken. When the nurse returned, she had other nurses, the doctors, and the technicians. They are all running. And when they reached me, they helped me put to bed again. And one of the doctors put on his stethoscope and examined me. And after a short examination, the doctor put up his stethoscope, put it beside him, and he asked for another stethoscope. Meaning, he cannot believe his stethoscope. So he was given another stethoscope, he put it on, and re-examined me again. And after a long examination, he looked at my EKG, because every bed in the ICU has its own EKG. And he said, since I was admitted at the ICU, my EKG was just in straight line. But now, they are all surprised because my EKG is working normally. And because the technicians are already present, so they subjected me to ultrasound, X-rays, laboratory tests, and brain scan. And now, all the results are in negative, meaning I am not sick. So the doctors were all surprised, and they asked permission from my wife to have another re-examination, because they said there might be something wrong with the apparatus. And my wife conceded, so they subjected me again to another ultrasound, laboratory test, and brain scan, except for the X-rays. And again, all the results are in negative, meaning I am not sick. So the doctors said to my wife, Mrs., there is nothing now that we can do. It's already a miracle. So you better have a mass celebrated for this purpose. When I woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning of Friday. I woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning of Friday. And if you will count it, from 8 o'clock in the morning of Tuesday to 8 o'clock in the morning of Friday, that's exactly 3 days. That's exactly 3 days. And because of that, the media was alerted. The TV, the radio, and the newspaper. And because our church, the Roman Catholic Church, do not just easily believe in miracles. So it has to be investigated. And the investigation was led by no less than the Archbishop of Cebu, Ricardo Cardinal Vidal. Cardinal Vidal leads the investigation. He started investigating in March. At the middle of September, Cardinal Vidal released a letter confirming what happened to me. And he gives me an endorsement letter so that I can give testimony around the world. Especially that one of the doctors who was assigned to me at the ICU, he is not just an ordinary doctor, because when he graduated medicine, he graduated magna cum laude. When he took the medical board exam, he is top-notcher all over the Philippines. Meaning, he got the highest score all over the country. And when he entered Chonghua Hospital, he was awarded as the most outstanding PGI doctor. And when he's already a resident doctor of Chonghua Hospital, he was assigned to me at the ICU from the very beginning until I woke up 3 days after. And the doctor said, science cannot do anything against the power of God. And because he cannot sleep, anymore, so he entered the seminary to become a priest. And now, he is already a priest. And from March 1993 up to now, Jesus keeps appearing to me through my dream. And that is also accepted by our local church, because my spiritual director is Monsignor Chris Garcia. Monsignor Chris Garcia is one of the holiest priests of the Archdiocese of Cebu. And he is also gifted. He has the gift of internal locution, meaning he can also talk to Jesus. But he cannot see Jesus. But Jesus appears to me through my dream, where I can see him, where I can talk to him, where I can touch him, where I can even embrace him. And what is best for us, every time Jesus appears to me, he also tells my spiritual director. So there is a confirmation. That's why wherever I go, it is embraced by the church. And during my investigation, the doctors asked the priest, where does that blood come from? The blood coming out from my mouth. Where does that blood come from? Because they said, there is no wound. And why I was not short of blood? Why I was not short of blood? Because the blood coming out from my mouth is with pressure and continuously for several hours. And why there was no blood transfusion.